Namaste, welcome. Nice to this Yin Yoga Flow class. Maybe it's nice to have a block or a cushion around nearby. And then start to sit on both sitting bones, hands just resting on your knees, roll your shoulders backwards, chin slightly in, and the crown all the way up. And then close your eyes. Feel again from the sitting bones rising all the way up. Going all the way up to the crown. Just feel the length. Be also aware of left and right. Don't hang to one rib cage. Have a beautiful line from the pubic bone, the chest bone, and navel, and chin and forehead. And then just feel your body. Do a check-in the physical body. How is the physical body doing? And then a check-in into the heart. You want to have your hand on the heart. And the heart is the center of feelings and emotions. What kind of emotions are there? What kind of mood you are in. And then the mind. You can bring your hands in Namaste from the third eye. Just checking in the mind. How are your thoughts? Is it busy? Is it calm? Or gales? Just a check-in. And then bring the hands to the heart and bring your awareness to the breath, to the moment. And open your eyes. And coming in all fours. So come to your hands and knees. We start with a little waking up with the spine. Just a gentle cat and cow. Inhale, looking up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just a Sunday morning. Flow in the spine. Maybe you had a late night. Maybe you're dancing or hanging out to the couch. So maybe the spine is a little bit sore. And slowly create a little bit space in it. And then ending in the middle, put your toes under and stretch your knees and come to a downward facing dog. And there, pedal a little bit, your dog. And then on the inhalation, looking to your hands. And coming with the right knee forward. So bring your shin down. Your left leg stays straight. And you go high in your fingertips. And you're looking up. So very active pigeon. Inhale. Then on the exhalation, looking over your right shoulder. And on the next inhalation, looking forwards. And then exhale, now softening and come to your first Yin Yoga pose. So maybe you have to wiggle a little bit. Maybe you use your block now to put under your hip. If the knee is painful, just bring the weight into your knee and bending your back knee. So you have this deer pose position. And then coming more in the middle down. So that not all the weight is in your knee, but more into your hip. But if the knee is fine, you can stretch more your back leg and maybe bringing your hips leveled and then coming to your nicest Yin Yoga pose. And then we stay 5 minutes in it. So slowly softening down. And here, Just bring your awareness to your hips. Just stay with it, what it's there, what kind of sensations. Are the sensations running up? See if you can relax in it. To breathe. It's like you're breathing, you're bringing the movement of the breath in that area. Feeling the rising and falling of the breath into your hip, into the places where it's sore or painful. But always be mindful, always being in a respectful, loving way for your body and accepting the body in the situation, in the place your body is now. Is it too much? Do you feel like this is way too much, too painful, sharp, shooting pains? Then come in that deer pose, what I described at the beginning of this 5 minutes. Then always you can go out. If it's too much, you can come lying down on your belly or in a child's pose. But most of the times, the physical body gives resistance, and that can be coming out of the mind, or that the body is not used to be quiet and still, or is not used to have this deep stretch and find its strength and start to protecting the body to contract. And sometimes it's like the tissues are releasing things, your issues you have in life, memories stored, sometimes deep traumas, they can come on the surface. So then the practice is to breathe and allowing, but be kind for yourself. And if it's too much, don't push yourself through. Just coming out, focus on the moment, the place where you are now, the time where we're living in now, the breath. Maybe looking around what's around you. And coming in a maybe more posture that you feel more safe, like a child's pose. But just be honest. Be honest for your body, what's going on. And then 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, after the 3 breaths, bringing your hands on your shoulders, come to a downward facing dog to pedal again your knees. Coming forwards and bend your knees and come again in cat and cow. Inhale, following and exhale, surrounding. Inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, come to a downward facing dog again. Pedal again. And then coming with the left knee forwards. Bring your shin down. First, very active, so stretch your back leg. Come high in your fingertips and then looking over your left shoulder. Stay breathing. And then inhale, looking forwards. And then exhale, come to your yin poses on the other side. So when the knee is painful or weak, then come with the weight on your hip Bending your back knee so you're in the deer pose and then coming down. If the knee is fine, then you can stretch your leg and coming up. You can bring props under your hip or maybe a little bit in between. You can have your hands in Namaste and putting the third eye on it just to balance, or you can have fist and leaning on it. And maybe you can go all the way down. And then surrender again. Breathing. Being with the sensations. And just looking in a way to it without any judgment, not going in any story or blame or shame. Just try to look in what is really there. What is there now in this moment? What is arriving? What do you feel? How are you doing? Being a kind spirit, being gentle, but giving the body, your soul and heart and mind what it needs. So you decide to stay longer, deeper into the poses or coming out. You are responsible for this Yin Yoga pose. You feel. Really get familiar in to feel. Feel the body, the heart and mind. Be aware. And when you're a little bit settled in the stillness and the posture, and focus on the breath. Bringing the movement of the breath in the areas where you feel the resistance. I feel now resistance in my hip because my arthritis in my left hip, so my body starts to protect it, start to contracting all the muscles around. That I don't have any pain, but contraction of the muscles gives also a little bit of pain, so it's like both. So when I start to relax a little bit, it's easy to be in a pose, but so I feel a little strange sensations, and then I feel that my body is reacting on that and contracting again. So I start to also a little bit shaky. Maybe you see that. Maybe it's so subtle that you cannot see it, but I feel it, like my abdominals are shaking a little bit. It's to holding the pose. That I am relaxing deeper and deeper. And so I'm a little bit in between in relaxing and holding. That's like a automatically response of the physical body to protecting injuries. And sometimes that's a little bit too much. So this is actually a very safe situation to coming in a pose with the arthritis. But my body is more in this protecting mode still. So I have to learn to relax. So focus on the breath. And then the 5 minutes are over. So slowly you're coming out. And this time, just lean into your left hip and swing your back leg forwards. And then just bringing your left leg, the one who was on the back, or that's the right one for me, over your other. So you come in shoelace or kumukasana. Then let's circle the arms up, inhale. And then exhale, bring them into the center. Let's do that a couple of times to connect with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Now a couple of side bendings. So inhale and circle your right arm up, bending over to the left. And then exhale, circle your arm forwards down. And then the other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, flow in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you decide which side you want to stay 4 more minutes. So I go for the right side. So this is for my left hip, a little more intense, but it is exactly the place where I want to be. Exactly the tissues, what's getting a little bit tighter and tighter where my arthritis is. So the bad thing is when the muscle's getting tighter is that the bone gets more pressed to the other bone. So the cup of the femur comes more into the acetabulum, the little cup where the bone is in. So then actually I get more pain and discomfort in my hip. So I need to open up my hip. I have to stretch all the time. And if I do too less yoga, I start to get more pain. And that's something was very deep in the people's minds, also in mine. When we have an injury, most of the times we need to rest. And that's when we have an acute injury. But then after a week or so, we need to move. But this is chronic. And with chronic pain, the most bad thing what you can do is not moving, resting. So with chronic pain, you need to find a balance in between moving, stretching, and opening. And then after that, giving yourself a time to recover again. So finding the balance. And for my body, the balance in between yin and yang is very important. So I do one day I do a vinyasa or an Ashtanga vinyasa practice. And then the other days I do yin yoga with a little bit Pilates to staying connecting with the core, to stay also connecting with the stability from the center. Slowly looking down, bringing your arm down, bringing your hand to the lower spine. To have a deep stretch in the neck. And slowly letting go and bringing your thumbs on the bow of the foot, under the bow of the foot, or the K1, and then just ending forwards here. Rounding and coming in the shoelace and pressing how the K1 is like in the middle of the bow of the foot, right under the ball of the foot, like here. There you press your thumbs, maybe massage a little bit, and then bending forwards. Just breathing, relaxing. And then on the next inhalation, you rise up and catch a block or a cushion for on the back. I will turn again, but probably you are still on the same side of the head. And then you go lying down on the cushion or the block, and then still catching the K1, and then lying down in a back bending in this shoelace to come deeper into the IT bend, all the way to this little muscle where the IT band is flowing from, the tensor fascia lata. That's also a hip flexor, but also it's running a little bit on the outside of the hips. So it's also an abductor. And then breathing, relaxing. And then on the next inhalation, lifting the head and softly bringing your elbows and your hands and coming up. And there, just stepping with the feet to the distance of the mat and do a couple of times the windshield wipers. And then coming and sitting in shoelace the other side. So the other leg on top. And then just bringing your hands to your side, a couple of circles with the arms. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands to center. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, and then the side circles. Inhale, going with one arm up, forwards, down. Inhale, moving to the other side. And exhale, down. Inhale, opening the chest. And exhale, sinking in the hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, sink in the hips. So one more time. And then choose again the side where you want to bend. I'm going to my left side now, to coming deeper into my right hip. And the head is in a really like a lateral flexion, in a side flexion. The arm is over to stretching more. Also, this long, deep muscle on the side back of your body, latissimus dorsi. Maybe you feel also a little stretch by your lower spine now. And then sinking deeper into the hips. Maybe you can go on your elbow. This is a little bit too much, so maybe a block will help me to come. This is almost, I have to come a little bit less deep and less up on the block. But I think I can manage this. And stay breathing. Just listen again to your body. Give the body what it needs. A nice deep stretch. Meeting the resistance you experience. You just look into it. Can you relax in it? Can you breathe into it? Do you have to dive deeper into it? Maybe you have some insights. This issues and your issues. And always with this kind spirit, treating yourself in a gentle, kind, loving way. And breathe deeply. And then just looking down and bring your arm to the lower spine to have a deeper stretch in our neck muscles. Still sinking deeper into the hips. And then slowly coming forwards in a forward bend and catch again the K1. Maybe you have to wiggle a little bit and then coming down. It's Sunday morning here in Amsterdam, the center of Amsterdam. My windows are wide open, and here in the street, on the corner of the street, there is a church, Orthodox, I think, from Albania. So I hear now all these holy songs. It's beautiful. And the bells of the churches, other churches around. I don't know if you can hear it too. It's really like Sunday morning feeling here. So slowly, we go into the back bending now. So you're coming up. Catch your block and bring it to the back, or catch your cushion. And then you go lying down over it. When you use a block like me, try to go where your rib cage is. There you bring the block, not in the lower spine. And then catch again the K1. Then the head is just resting down on the floor, or maybe with the blanket under it. That's a nice back bend. And then slowly exhale, lifting up the head. Bring your elbows into the mat. Stepping with your feet to the distance of the mat. Bring your hands into the mat and do the windshield wipers a couple of times. And then just lying down, bringing your block away. And then just bring a leg up, like I do my left leg first, hands on the belly, and then start to make a little circle while you fixating your pelvis. When you bring a thumb on your floating ribs and the index finger and middle finger on the pelvic wriggle, then you have to be quiet and still in that. And make the circles the other way around. Just to checking if you can hold your core center and stabilizing to pull the navel in and to pull the pelvic floor in. So circle a couple of times to practice that. Just stay pressing the lower spine into the mat. Strong center now, so we change now from more yin poses, more to a flow poses from the center. And then ending with the leg in the middle and reaching with your hand to it and pull the leg a little bit more closer in, and then lift the head and shoulders from the center, and then stretching also the other leg. And then slowly change. Just do it in a gentle way. Sometimes we bounce in Pilates, but here, just in a gentle way. Let's stay working from the core center. Now ending with the navel and pressing the lower spine into the mat with your left leg up, and then reaching forwards and start to make a strong, quick movement with the arms. Stay breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now bringing the arms up next to the ears, and they're pumping. So this is a little bit more harder. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time, inhale, put the head down, arms, and exhale, pull the navel in and reaching forwards. Inhale, going backwards, and exhale, reach forwards. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Press the lower spine into the mat. Also, when you go backwards, inhale and exhale. Now inhale, put the arms by your side, maybe in the cartoon cactus, and let your legs going a little bit over to your right. But you stay with both shoulders into the mat, pull the navel in, and then roll back. Let's do that a couple of times. So inhale, little twist. Exhale, press the lower spine back. Inhale, little twist, so let the obliques muscle work now, but stay pulling the navel into stabilizing the lower spine. Let's do it one more time. And then stay there. Stay with both shoulders into the mat. And here slowly start to scissoring forwards and backwards. When you lying down in a twist, so it's a difficult posture, and staying holding your fixed point center. And stay holding these core muscles, stabilizing the lower spine. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Good. And then just slowly roll back, and then make a little circle with the legs. So it's like you pretending you have a big ball in between your legs, and you circle that around. And stay pressing the lower spine into the mat. And then ending with the legs open, and then make little mirroring circles with the legs. Circle also the other way around. Stay working with the core, pulling the navel in. And then the last one, just close your legs. And then bending the other leg and place your foot down. So the right is up. Now bring your hands again on the belly, thumbs on the floating ribs, the index finger and middle finger on the pelvic wriggle. And start to circle your leg in a soft way. So now really holding the core, the stability of the spine, and working from a fixed center. Stay breathing through. Circle so the other way around. Stay grounded in the hips. Stay breathing. And then the last one, you stay up Reaching with your hands to the leg, pull the leg a little bit closer in. Connecting with the center, pull the navel in and then lifting up your head and shoulders. And then stretch also the other leg and then slowly scissoring forwards and backwards. Stay breathing and stay pulling the navel in. So here, no bouncing, just slowly movements to feel what you're doing. Working from the center. And then the last one, ending with your left forwards, and then reaching forwards with the arms and start to pump. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And then inhale, bring the arms next to the ears, and they're pumping. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 4, 5. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then inhale all the way backwards and exhale, reaching forwards. Inhale all the way backwards. Exhale, reaching forwards. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, put the arms in the cartoon cactus. And then exhale, twisting to the other side. Inhale, press the lower spine into the mat. Exhale, twist and stay with your shoulders, everything on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now stay. See if I have space enough. There you go, scissoring. So you're scissoring with the legs forwards and backwards while you're staying in this little twist, stabilizing the lower spine. So it's more to stabilizing the lower spine, having a fixed center, then how beautiful you move your legs or that you're doing the scissoring. Stay stabilizing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. And then roll back and make the circles with the legs. Like you have a big ball in between your feet. And you rotate that. Stay breathing and stay pressing the lower spine into the mat. And then the last one, ending with the legs open. And there again, the little mirroring circles. And so circling the other way around. And closing your legs. And just bend your knees and give yourself a big hug. Well done. And then inhale, bring your head, arms down, stepping with the feet, the distance of the mat. And then inhale, lift your hips, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders under. Come in this bridge pose. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. To opening the front body, the hip flexors. And if you are into it, if you are a very advanced yogi and you feel like it, you can press yourself all the way up to stretching more your abdominals. Stay breathing. And slowly coming down. And then feet again on the hip distance or wider windshield wipers for a couple of times. And then coming in the last relaxation. So stretch your legs, stretch your arms, and just completely doing nothing. Just feel the work back in the body. Maybe feel still the core from the yang practice. Maybe you feel so deeper inside of your hip, a little bit more opening, a little bit more flow of chi, prana, life force. You could stay longer if you like, or just waking up and closing the class with me. So stretch yourself all the way, move a little bit, and then bend your knees and roll to the side. And then from your side, slowly come up. So thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a beautiful Sunday or another day or evening or morning. Thank you. Namaste.